So after some time now, years, for some years, I have the the desire to share my experience after a long time of experiencing um, the Bible and what it has to say about our lives. The truth of the matter is that I've been experiencing doubt and concerns, not about the existence of God, but of the truth of the Bible. The truth of the Bible, um, I want to know. I want to understand why things were written, what purpose did they have when they were written, what was it about. Um, because a lot of people put their own thoughts, agenda, their own interpretation, right? They're just whatever they do the best they can, right, with what they have, but um, unfortunately, what I've noticed is that you could generally believe in something, but um, be wrong, but be wrong. So, and my journey is of acknowledging that I have been wrong, and that I can still be wrong. But I think it led me to where I'm at right now, where I have to just acknowledge what I believe is correct, and even what I believe might be wrong. But we own, we all have to take our own journey, have our own journey and discover what's right and wrong in our lives. What's our truth? I know I don't believe in that there's a me truth. I just believe that there is a truth, and maybe I don't know it. I hope to figure it out, but I feel that I'm not there yet, right? Or we're all not there yet. We just have to acknowledge what we have in front of us, acknowledge what we know as being as close to the truth as possible, and that's all we could do. So in these times, by the way, today is Saturday, and I don't know what date is it. I don't know the date. So this is just me rambling, of course, not knowing what to say. But recently, I have seen some YouTube videos about um, the Ten Commandments, the Ark of the Covenant, what I've recently discovered that they call the mercy seat. I mean, I'm not claiming I know a lot of the how to explain all this, but you know that you read something and it's hard to explain sometimes. That's where I'm at. I read something, I understand it, I make it my truth. I try to live by that truth, but it's hard to explain, right? Because maybe you don't remember all the details, all the dates, all the facts exactly, but in my experience in my life, I've come to a realization. I was uh, I was truly like moved to this, and the crazy thing is that it's not some. It wasn't even something that I believe to be 100% true, but the thought of it being true or coming or becoming true is what moved me to today, to what I'm talking about now. And so this guy, I don't even know if he was an archaeologist or any or whatever. The point is that he's a I know he's an American guy that's been traveling to Israel and trying to find out about the Noah's Ark, about the Red Sea crossing and all that, and he's been discovering things as far as he sees it, right? And the last, not the last thing, but one of the things that he discovered was the Ark of the Covenant. He's claiming he discovered it, and that right now that Israeli army or government has doesn't want to talk about it, and it's still in the same place where he discovered it. And just to get to the point, and now we're around in circles, but to the point, he's saying that where he found where Jesus was truly crucified, it wasn't where people claim, right? It isn't where people claim now, but he found where he was truly crucified. He found the holes. He found a plug in the hole where you usually put the cross in. And the point of the matter is that he says that when Jesus died, there was an earthquake, and right where Jesus was crucified, in that hole, it cracked, and that crack led underneath the ground, right? And he says that he found the Ark of the Covenant right there, underneath where Jesus was crucified, and that the blood fell on the ark itself, and that's a very, very important sign. If that is the case, I feel like, I don't know. Truthfully, I just don't know, like, how, if that is the case, like, everything was fulfilled, all the rituals and of Moses' days, where they had the sanctuary, where the whole they had like a where they would sacrifice for the forgiveness of sin. They would take that and they would take it to one place, and then like a holy place, and then the most holy place, and then they would put the blood on the ark, and that would represent the forgiveness of sin. And if Jesus did exactly that physically, that blows my mind. Like, it was the ark disappeared many years before the crucifixion, and nobody knew where it was, and it ended up right underneath where Jesus was going to be crucified. And then he was crucified, and his blood fell on the ark. Like, it was like 26 feet underground. Like, there was a cavern he found under there, some caves or whatever, and it fell on the ark. I mean, like, that's not coincidence. That's something planned by God. I mean, something planned by God. It's like perfectly planned. But so, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, or I'm not sure at all that that's true, because it hasn't come to light. I mean, the guy died in 1999. He discovered it, I think it was in 1970 or 1980, 1979, something like that. And he told the Israeli army what he found, and they just said, just don't tell anybody or something of that sort. point matter is that he didn't like he didn't keep it quiet. He just started telling everybody after I guess many years. I guess he started telling everybody because it wasn't coming to light. So he was like, "Hey, listen, I discovered something, and I want it to be known." So, but he says that he has a recording of it, and that he had an encounter with some angels, and that recording right now is, where is it? Nowhere to be found right now. People that know him say that the family has that recording, and that the only reason why it's not being shown is because the angels told him that after the mark of the beast would be revealed, then it could be showed. And he's saying that the mark of the beast is not keeping the commandments. So the mark of the beast is not keeping the commandments. If you fall away from the commandments, that you have the mark of the beast. So yeah, it's very it was very moving to think of something like that actually being true. And listen, I'm not a YouTuber or anything like that. I just want to make it known somehow. I feel the need to wanting to share this. So that's what I'm doing. And maybe I'll do this recording again some other time and make it a little bit better, more, make it shorter, right? But yeah, I don't. That's all I want to do. Just share what I experienced. Okay.